Hello everyone, I hope everybody's enjoying their summer and the nice hot weather that comes along with it, as long as it's not too hot wherever you may be, because some places do get really out of control. I thought it'd be neat to share with you kind of this neat little method, and you can let me know what you think. But in the meantime, you have a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. Have a spectator just go ahead and select any card that they like. Let's say they pick that card right there. It doesn't matter if the magician sees it or not, because you're not going to be the one that's going to find their card. The jokers are actually going to be able to find their card, okay? And so what we're going to do is, as a placeholder, we'll just put a card in between the two jokers and just ask the jokers to eventually, ride their bicycles through the deck and sandwich themselves in between one card, okay? So I'll bury the joker somewhere in the middle of the deck, and now I'll take your card, the 8 of clubs, okay? And now we'll ask the jokers, can you please bicycle yourselves through the middle of the deck and sandwich yourself in between the 8 of clubs, okay? So we'll mix up the cards, shuffle the cards around, maybe even give them a nice little cut, and boom, ask the jokers. Hopefully they have bicycled their way through the deck and have made a swap in between both of them. Yes, it looks like there's still one card in between the jokers, but instead of the original card, wouldn't it be amazing if it were the 8 of clubs? And that's sandwich swap, okay? And it's kind of neat, and it's more of like the principle, I guess, to do use in with other tricks. But before I show you how to do it, please, as always, like and subscribe to this channel on video. I really appreciate it. It really helps this channel out. I'd also like to give a shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. And if you want info on how to become a channel member, you can just click on that tab in YouTube and it gives you all the information. Also, check out thebestmagicshop.com, where you can find some awesome new magic tricks, accessories, shirts, bags, and more for yourself or anyone who just likes magic. All right, sandwich swap, okay? It's just kind of a neat method and gets you a little bit of practice on doing some sleight of hand. Pattern could be, modified to whatever you want it to be. It doesn't matter, but I'm just gonna show you just how to do the trick. So you have it's a completely ordinary regular deck of cards in no order whatsoever, so you can shuffle it as many times as you want. It's, right off the shelf, borrowed deck, it doesn't matter. Have a spectator select any card that they want, and then they just hold on to it, okay? So they can look at it, remember it, and you're gonna see it in a minute, so it doesn't matter, okay? And you can just take one card, place it in between the jokers, okay? And then place the jokers on top of the deck. Now, you're gonna wanna do an double undercut, but you're gonna wanna get this joker, the top joker, okay, onto the bottom of the deck. So it's like that, okay? So what you do is you wanna get a break underneath the top card, okay? And you can use your thumb or your pinky or whatever, just get a break on just top of the one card, and then, you're doing an undercut, double undercut, so you're just taking cards from the bottom of the deck, placing them on top, okay? And now you have that break there, and then that's where you do your second cut, is right at that break, and then cut the cards, okay? So that's a double undercut. Most of you probably already know that, but that's just kind of a simple way of getting, a top card to the bottom, okay? So now you're in this position after you do that double undercut, okay? So you just wanna be, careful when you do it and square up the cards. You don't wanna flash that joker, okay? So you place the jokers on top, get that break, and then cut, half the cards from the bottom, place them on top, and then at that break, the other cards, and place them on top, okay? It takes a little bit of practice, but once you do it, yeah, you can get really good at it, and I've seen a lot of good double undercuts. Okay, so now you have joker, any card, okay? This is the card that you put in between them, and then a face-up joker on the bottom. Now you take the whole deck, place it on top of their card, and then turn it over. So this is the first time, you as the magician could be seeing their card, okay? When you have the cards face up, now you wanna get a break underneath the bottom card, which is the top card of the deck, okay? So a break underneath that top card, and then grab, about, half the deck from on top of that bottom card now onto the top, and place them, cut them out, okay? So now you have this joker here, and then basically you're just dropping them on top of the the face-up deck, but then what I do is I drop a few cards and then continue like you're doing a Hindu shuffle, okay? I hope that you got that, but when you do that, then that'll set the jokers to be sandwiched in between the card that they selected, okay? So that swaps the card to be their card, okay? So once again, I'll show you that move one more time. So you have the spectator pick the card. Let's say they pick the 4 of spades this time, or they pick the 5 of hearts again, okay? So you have that on the bottom of the table. You've done your double letter cut, okay? And so you're in this position. Take the cards, place them on top of their card that they picked, turn the deck face up, so you have their card on the top, get a break underneath now the bottom card, which is the top card on the deck, okay? So break under here, and then you're grabbing just cards from on top of that bottom card where you had the break. Drop these in your hand, okay? That's their card, and you're just dropping these on top, and you could stop there, or you can just take more cards on top of that and do a Hindu shuffle like you're mixing up the cards, okay? That will set the jokers to have swapped and be having their card in between them now instead of that 4 of spades, okay? So it just looks, you can watch the video again, I guess. So one more time, top card, you have a break, double undercut, okay? So now that joker's on the bottom, okay? That's the joker. Joker's on top, and then any card that you've selected is on top of that. This is their selected card. Place the deck on that. Turn the deck face up. Get the break underneath the bottom card. Hindu shuffle move. Those cards go on top. Drop a few cards, and then keep going. And then the jokers are set to be in between now their selected card. Okay, so that's sandwich swap. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's more or less just, practice getting a break on a top card. You don't have to have it set up. Just practice getting a break and then grabbing cards, from the bottom, dropping them, and then doing the Hindu shuffle again, okay? So it just takes some practice, and I'm not even, perfect at it, but once you get it down, you should be able to make it nice and smooth looking, as much as possible, okay? So just practice that over and over again, okay? Sandwich swap, it's a neat little method to do, use it with other tricks, and I enjoy it. I think it's fun. So let me know what you think, as always, and until next time.